Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I've got something really special for you. I'm going to tell you the incredible story of Charlie Chaplin, a man who made the world laugh without even speaking. But that's not all. While you listen to the story, you'll also be learning English. I'll be using clear, natural sentences so you can follow along easily, even if you're still learning the language. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the life of one of the greatest storytellers in history. You ever hear of someone who became a global icon just by walking funny and not speaking at all? Sounds weird, right? But it happened, and that man was Charlie Chaplin. Let me take you back. He was born in London in the year 1889. But his childhood? It was no fairy tale. His dad left when he was really young, and his mom, she got sick both in her body and in her mind. Charlie and his brother had no one to care for them, so they were sent to these awful places called workhouses, kind of like prisons for poor families. Cold, harsh, lonely. But here's the thing. Even with nothing, Charlie had imagination. He watched people, the way they moved, the way they smiled, the way they fell down, and then he copied them, made them funny, made people laugh. That's where it all began. Fast forward a few years, and Charlie gets a job performing on small stages. He's good, really good. Then he gets invited to America, and suddenly, boom! He's in movies. Back then, there were no talking films, just music and movement. But Charlie, he didn't need words. He puts on this weird little outfit, baggy pants, tight coat, a tiny hat, and a toothbrush mustache. He grabs a cane, walks like a clumsy penguin, and bam! He creates the Tramp. People around the world fell in love with this character. He wasn't rich, he wasn't lucky, but he was kind, always trying, always smiling, always getting back up, no matter how many times life knocked him down. Charlie wasn't just acting. He was writing the stories, directing, editing, even making the music. He wanted his films to feel real, funny, yes, but full of heart. The one called The Kid, man, that one really hits you. It's about this poor guy, just trying to survive, who finds a baby someone left in an alley. Instead of walking away, he decides to take care of the kid like his own son. It's funny, yeah, but there are moments that'll actually make your chest hurt a little. You're laughing one minute and tearing up the next. That's the magic of it. Then there's City Lights. This one is so beautiful. Charlie's character, the Tramp, falls in love with a blind flower girl. She thinks he's rich, and instead of correcting her, he goes out of his way to help her, even when it means struggling himself. The ending? I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say no words are spoken, and yet it says everything. Now, modern times. That one's kind of wild. It shows how crazy life was getting back then, with machines taking over and people working like robots in factories. There's this scene where Charlie literally gets pulled into a giant machine. It's hilarious, but also kind of deep. Like, hey, are we losing our humanity while trying to be more efficient? And oh man, the great dictator. This one was gutsy. He basically made fun of Hitler during World War II. That takes nerve, right? He plays two roles, a silly dictator who's clearly mocking Hitler, and a kind barber who looks just like him. But what people really remember is the speech at the end. Charlie drops the comedy and speaks from the heart about peace, about kindness, about coming together as human beings. Even today, that speech gives people goosebumps. Now, let's be real. His personal life? Messy. He had 4 marriages, lots of drama, and people didn't always agree with his ideas. At one point during the Cold War, America thought he was too political. So when he left the country for a trip, they told him, "Don't bother coming back." Yeah, they banned him. So he moved to Switzerland, lived with his wife and kids, and stayed out of the spotlight. But time has a way of correcting things. In 1972, after 20 years, America said, "Hey, we messed up." They invited him back and gave him an honorary Oscar. He walked slowly onto the stage. The whole room stood up and clapped for 12 full minutes. He didn't say much, just smiled. That smile said it all. On Christmas Day, 1977, Charlie passed away. He was 88 years old. But even now, his movies, his message, his funny little walk, they're still alive. He once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." And if you ask me, he gave the world a lifetime for watching, friends. I hope you enjoyed this story and that it helped you with your English, too. If you want more stories like this, real people, big emotions, and easy English, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one. And hey, don't forget to smile today. Charlie would have